Well, a new report from the National Institute on Aging revealed money problems can be one of the first noticeable signs of Alzheimer's. The report warns patients can start having trouble with basic tasks like counting change, calculating a tip, or understanding a bank statement. Experts also say to look out for unpaid and unopened bills, strange new purchases, or money missing from the person's bank account. Let's welcome the panel. Dr. Anthony Harris, founder and medical director of HFit Health, and Dr. Renee Matthews, medical media personality and author. Great to have you both. Dr. Harris, I'd like to start with you. So does that connection between Alzheimer's and difficulty with money surprise you? And are there other warning signs people should know about?
Sure. Well, first, Kelly, thanks for having me. And absolutely, well, no, it doesn't surprise me, but absolutely the money problems as an indication of early Alzheimer's makes sense, right? Because we know that Alzheimer's has, first and foremost, individuals producing difficulty with what's called declarative memory, right? And so those are the kind of immediate, the recent, and the distant memory. Of those, it's the recent stuff. It's the executive function next that's also of concern that is presented with individuals with Alzheimer's. And what that means basically is problem solving, right? People have difficulty with problem solving. And when we're talking about the aspect of money, it's often a process that we can see early on. And that's why we should be concerned. Other things we should be concerned about if they're not specifically recalling places and times, specific places and times, right? That's another early indication.
So, Dr. Matthews, how important is early detection with this disease?
It's very important because you want the person to remain safe at all times. And people with dementia, Alzheimer's, they often have problems with spatial disorientation. So falling hazards, and most people know that elderly who fall, that can be deadly. So you want to make sure that if you see anything, you pay attention, ask the doctors to test them for it. And then because we do have some treatments in the market, it'd be great to get them started as soon as possible.
Absolutely. And I found this staggering. So a new study shows wearing hearing aids could cut your risk of dementia in half. So what makes hearing loss such a risk factor, and what do people need to do to reduce their risk? Dr. Harris, I'll ask you.
Sure. So you're right. This study published just this month looks at 48%, 48% of individuals benefiting from hearing aids. Two populations were looked at in this study. One of those populations were randomly selected, pretty healthy. The other was higher risk for other diseases like atherosclerosis. And what the researchers found is that hearing loss is a risk factor, and correction of it shows benefit, but we don't actually know why. All right. And so more research is needed because the benefit that was seen in this population may be attributed to the social aspects of improved hearing as a proxy for the actual intervention that produces the lower risk and progression of dementia.
That makes a lot of sense. Really interesting. So, Dr. Matthews, some scientists are hailing an upcoming dementia drug, calling it a new era in dementia and Alzheimer's treatment. What more do we know about it, and what makes it so groundbreaking?
It's groundbreaking because it slows the progression. And there have been other products on the market, but they didn't slow it as much as this one does. They say up to 35% possible slowing in progression. Hopefully that percentage could slow it down to when they do get the discovery to figure out to stop it, it can help those people. But if it gives people the ability to be able to do normal tasks, to go grocery shopping, take care of their families, and do all those things independently, then this obviously would be a great benefit to patients.
Absolutely. That drug called donanemab.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.